Smokey Joe and the Kid featuring Blake Worrell for those of you who are playing at home. What's going on? I am still the Teej, you are still wonderful, and it is getting close to 1 o'clock, but not quite yet. Weird news is on the rise, but beforehand, we have some local news to take care of. Right? Oh boy, no, there's important stuff going on right there, and one is me trying to get used to this new schedule going on right now, because it is insane. I have been up since 6 a.m. this morning. I am pulling a 21-hour day most likely, and it's going to be really weird by the end of it, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, it's called 8 a.m. classes, and I don't understand who those are for particularly, and speaking as a nocturnal individual, it is horrible to have to get up like that. I feel nauseous every morning just having to go through that sort of thing. What is with you people and sleeping at night? That's just strange. That just doesn't make any sense to me. You guys are freaks, and I love you for it. Oh, boy. So that being the case right now, I've been really trying to get organized, and that's why it kind of started this week and not last week, because I was not organized enough whatsoever, and it is difficult, but I'm learning this new schedule, and I'm going to make sure it is optimized for you. I'm doing this all for you, so, pat yourself on the back, because you are that wonderful, and you deserve it. Right there? All right, sounds good. That being taken care of and that sort of thing, I need to address a unbelievably disturbing email that was released to every UC student and the faculty yesterday. And that's to do, I don't know if you've checked your mail in that sort of instance right there, but there was one of those security alerts that came around, that sort of thing right there, and it addressed a problem, or outlined a problem that I didn't know existed. And so, for those of you who aren't aware of what I'm talking about, let me just outline this for you right now. It has to do with the fact that because of certain political leaders rising to power in this country in particular, other individuals have found it in their right to spread terror to citizens. And one way that they're doing that is carrying weapons, guns, to public spaces and then aggravating people. Which is a very confusing ploy, frankly. I don't quite understand it. But again, you're talking to a person who hates guns entirely. I can't really get over that. I've had enough, friends and family die of gun violence, that sort of thing. And frankly, if you're going to have to go ahead and kill someone, first of all, you should really think it over. Second of all, you should earn that at the very least. A little pow-pow, a little finger twitch right there, that's not anything. You have to earn that at the very least. And that's just my personal thought on the matter. Oh, boy. But, this creepy email gets out, and it says, there's this person on campus, and he's, aggravating people. And, we're watching him. Which wasn't really that reassuring, because, one, I didn't know that this guy was going around doing this, and two, watching a person with a gun doesn't usually yield the best results sometimes. I don't know. It just kind of freaked me out, that sort of thing. But it straight up sounded like something out of Nightville, which is the most puzzling thing right there. Just like, ignore this man. He will not harm you. Just don't give him any attention and he will go away, most likely, hopefully. I don't know what he's bound to do. And that's the scariest part about it all, but I just found it interesting that was the way we're going to handle it, that sort of thing right there. And sending out that mass email of, we'll do our best, was kind of half-assed, I gotta be honest right there. I did not feel more secure after reading that, and I found that peculiar as hell. So, I don't know, stay safe, travel in groups, don't dawdle or nothing like that, and if you see a white guy with a gun, best advice is to stay away. I know that that's an assumption that I made right there, because I didn't know that the guy was white, but let's be honest, he's a Trump supporter. Kinda goes. Oh, boy. One little bit of news that we need to share with you, though. This is very, very important. Even more important than the last stuff. So don't forget it, but, focus on this. We got the Hoxworth Blood Center coming back around. That sort of thing right there. And guess what? Anna of the Hoxworth Blood Center called me up specifically to give me the lowdown about the situation over there. And I think it had something to do with the massive confusion that I may have accidentally caused last year surrounding the blood donation center, which I need to apologize for that. I was not aware that it was a non-vampiric blood drive, and I apologize to any vampires that were injured or at the very least pissed off by the fact that it was they were turned away at the door. That being said, though, I have actually researched this, and Anna informs me that by appointment, vampires can meet to donate blood It's just that you do need to call ahead, and it will not be at TUC, but in the basement of Zimmer. And so if anyone's traveling to the basement of Zimmer sometime next week and you see some weird shit going on, that's all it is. Don't worry about it. It's a normal thing, all right? And if you want to learn more, stick around. Just in case, carry some garlic on you. I mean, that's what I do anyways, but that's more the Italian bit in me than, actually worrying about vampires. I got accused of being a vampire the other day, and not to say that it was truly offensive, I understand why. It was just like, you mislabeled me again. Obviously, I'm not human, but a vampire? Really? I don't even have the teeth for... You know what? I'm not even going to go into that. So, for the rest of you who are non-vampires, you can donate blood too, and at TUC next week. And it's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. It's always a blast. And if you haven't ever done it before, I highly recommend that you do, because there is absolutely no downside. And I want to repeat that. There's absolutely no downside to any of this, all right? Everyone who donates blood gets a free beanie, apparently. But what else do you get in the complete package? You get water, you get juice, and you get Famous Amos cookies. This is all for free. Actually, it's, I guess, not for free. It's in exchange for you helping out other individuals. And how do you do that? You just donate blood, which you already have too much of that anyways. Or so does, my friend Vlad told me that, but that's another story as well. No, you have all this extra blood coursing through your veins, and so why not, give it to somebody who might actually need some, That sort of thing. It's a positive thing to do. And I've outlined this comparison before, but let me just go over it once more again. What is the difference between a bar and a blood center? I don't really see the difference right there. You show up to a social space, you get a little bit lightheaded, and you talk to people with a couple of drinks, right? This is both things right there. You go to the blood center, you get yourself some juice, you're a little bit lightheaded from the experience, and you just talk to people, and it's great, it's wonderful. And I think that it's something that really needs to be implemented across the country, all right? Don't go out to the bar next week, just go to the blood center. It's just as fun. And you're helping out people. All right? That's my 2 bits on the matter, and we're going to kick it back to some music, because I need to dance. And if you don't know this next song, you're about to. Remember Goldfish? Yeah, that's what I thought.